Life gets kind of scary when you see that your pee looks like Coca-Cola. What's up, y'all? I feel like I haven't talked to y'all in a while, but for good reason. Kiera and I are both in grad school, been pretty busy with life in general. But I had an interesting experience a couple of weeks ago. So I was trying to get back in shape. I had been in shape the prior summer, going to the gym, working out, doing cardio, just doing everything well. Once I started teaching, I kind of got out of shape. I did get out of shape. Once I got my new schedule for my grad assistantship with this current semester, I made a commitment to wanting to get back into the gym, wanting to do right, wanting to treat my body well by going to the gym. And so I ended up going to the gym consistently. And about 2 weeks ago on a Monday, my friend and I, we went to the gym and we did weightlifting. And after that day, it was a pretty intense day. I'm not even gonna lie, it was an intense day. And I was very, very sore after that day. I was so sore, in fact, that I couldn't lift my arms above this. I couldn't even extend my arms all the way out. And so it was kind of difficult. We went back to the gym that Wednesday and we did legs. So I'm like, okay, cool. That has nothing to do with my arms, nothing to do with my back, nothing to do with my chest. So I'm good. I got home that Wednesday night, went to the bathroom. I noticed that my pee was like dark. It was brown. It was unusual. Like anybody who had weird symptoms, I became the WebMD doctor for that evening. I went online, I typed in sore muscles, aching pains, and dark pee. I think I had an understanding of what my diagnosis was, but Kiera advised me to go see the clinic on campus to make sure that what I thought was true. So I went to the clinic, got checked by a nurse and all of that. She immediately told me to go to the ER because I might have something that she said was called rhabdo. And so I'm tripping. I'm like, dang, what's going on with my body? What did I do? Did I work out too hard? Whatever. I went to the emergency room and they got me in there. And this is my first time in a hospital for any medical reasons. I've been pretty healthy all my life. And so I got there and I'm just nervous. I'm like, what is going on? What did I do? I was at ease with my nurse, who was actually a guy. He was also an Eagles fan, so that helped me out a lot. And he kind of just helped me, chill out, relax. He said, everything's gonna be okay, it's gonna take care of me, so I was relaxed. During that whole process, I talked to my mom, talked to my dad, talked to Kiera. My mom was like, you should have been going to the hospital, you should have been going to the doctor. I think my last doctor visit was April 2014. And so that's like almost 2.5 years. So that's a long time without getting my body checked up. And my dad was kind of like chill, wanted me to keep him updated. And Kiera had just got to work that afternoon and she was already freaked out about, what's going on with me with going to the ER. She actually ended up coming to the hospital probably like an hour after she got to work. So everyone arrives and the doctor tells me that I had something called rhabdomyolysis. Pretty much what rhabdo for short is, it's a breakdown of the muscle tissues and your muscles release protein or myoglobin into your bloodstream and that affects your kidneys and it ultimately affects my urine because it was dark as a mug. But right after my diagnosis, they stuck my arm with IVs and they had fluids flushing through my system to make sure that I could get my system cleaned out properly as well as my kidneys. When I say that this IV fluid was crucial and aggressive, I'm like dead serious. I had to pee almost every 60 to 90 minutes. They had me peeing like something like a milk carton and I literally watched my pee go from Coca-Cola to tea to apple juice to regular pee. And I peed about 15 to 20 times a day, every hour on the hour. They gave me 4 shots in my stomach so that my blood wouldn't clot up. And they had to draw blood twice a day, which was kind of annoying because I hate getting my blood drawn. Basically, I became best friends with needles for like 5 days. And all this occurred while I'm going through the semester. And this was like right in the midst of going into Labor Day weekend. So I had a day off on Monday that I was probably just gonna relax and not do anything. Looking back, I'm so thankful for the visitors, the phone calls, the text messages, the Facebook messages with people checking up on me. I really do appreciate that. And I love each and every one of y'all for checking up on me. Kiera stayed with me the entire time and I could tell that she was getting a bit tired of being in the hospital. We both were tired of being in the hospital because they said that I could have been there for like weeks at a time, but instead we were on there for about 4 or 5 days. Needless to say, my baby kept me fed. She brought food for me, whatever I wanted. She even helped me, she helped me shower because it was a time period where I didn't get to shower because it was difficult with being attached to the IV and I wasn't sure, could I shower? Like, do I remove the IV from my arms? I don't know. My family came by, my parents, my sister, my niece. Her family came by, and then my brothers, my best friends came through. That Saturday in particular, it was like the first weekend of college football, and they stayed with me from afternoon till that night watching college football, and that really helped me cope with, you know, being in the hospital, because no one likes being in the hospital, especially for 5 days. And then some of my frat brothers came by, and they were just like making fun of how my pee looked, because apparently dark pee doesn't look normal to them. One of my favorite high school teachers came by and brought some breakfast sandwiches, some candy, a card, and a balloon. And I definitely love you for that, Miss Stock, if you're watching this video. I was definitely taken care of by everyone. Again, I'm very appreciative and thankful that everybody checked up on me, came to visit me, all of that. So I was discharged after 5 days, and the doctor actually wanted to keep me longer just to make sure that my system was fully operating correctly. But again, Kiara and I, we were ready to go. My vitals were already going down as it was, and it didn't show any signs of increasing. So the doctor allowed me to leave early as long as I get a checkup during the week. I got a checkup that Thursday, and I just got my results a couple days ago, and all of my vitals are fine. But in between all of that, my arms like swelled up, kind of like how, this is an old episode of SpongeBob, but kind of like how SpongeBob did when he had those inflatable arms in one of the throwback episodes. I'll put a picture here somewhere, here, whatever I do it. Seriously, I had puffy arms. I went into the hospital at about 195 pounds. Daily fluids made me go up to 208 pounds, and most of it, again, was in my arms. It was kind of awkward to see a skinny dude with swollen arms. It was it was ugly. I only missed one of my in-class classes, but again, it was very difficult to read or do homework in the hospital because I had company all the time, and then when company wasn't there, I would sleep, so it was impossible for me to do homework. The moral of the story is, don't overexert yourself physically or mentally. Not to say that you can't test your limits, but know your limits. Also, drink plenty of fluids, because in this case, my rhabdo could have been caused by me being dehydrated. As a matter of fact, it was one of the factors. I wasn't drinking enough water. So be sure, if you are going to work out, to drink as much fluids as your body will allow you to intake. So now I can't go to the gym for 2 months. My doctor said she's unsure if I will be able to do anaerobic exercises. She said that I can do aerobic exercises, which is like cardio pretty much, but she wants me to get another checkup within that time frame to make sure that the rhabdo isn't back in my system. I definitely learned my lesson about going too hard at the gym. I don't even know if I will be going back to a gym right now, because seeing dark piss in the toilet, nah. it was crazy. So that's my story about my rhabdo situation. If you enjoyed the story, please leave a comment below. We typically answer all the comments that we get, because we don't get that many comments. If you like this video, please feel free to like it. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and join the team. All right, peace.
Yeah,